Hello and welcome back to The Broken Doll, and today I come to you and it is daytime. I'm doing this. I am here with these little gals right here. We're going to wash them up today. She's got a lot of dirt on her, and this is mine as a child, and this one here I found it at a thrift store. So they if I ever needed like to swap the body out, I could. That's why I really got her for. But I think today what we're going to do is just make them into friends right now. Her body's still in good standing, though the leg is cracked at the back here, but it is what it is, right? So anyways, I've got some cold water here, but I got a little bit of warm from the house. So, and let's talk about Halloween. I want to thank you for all the kind regards about Casper, and wishing me a happy Halloween. I hope everybody out there had a great Halloween as well. And we had a wonderful turnout when it comes to the number of kids. We started at 4 o'clock. My daughter advertised it on Facebook there. I guess we have a thing called Rant and Rave and for our city. And so anyway, she put it on the Rant and Rave and let people know that we're starting at 4 o'clock for the babies. Did we have the babies? We had lots of babies. I never had seen so many babies this year as I did this year. Last year, no, we didn't. I had a few, but that was it. But this year, I had a ton of babies. And, yeah, it was real. And we ran out. By 8 o'clock, we were done. From 4 to 8, for 4 hours, we lasted out there. We actually, the bags you saw us made, my daughter and I actually sat down afterwards and made more because we had more stuff left over. So we made, like, actually double that, and it was all gone. Like, well, pretty much. I shouldn't say it all was. It was a big percentage. I would say 90% of it, 95% was gone. So that was nice. I don't have to pack up as much as I did last year. So we had a great turnout. So anyways, we're going to start with washing her hair first. So let's just get this hair washed. Oh my goodness, you can just feel the... And I found some shampoo in my house. I'm going to do a little bit like Marna. I've been watching Marna clean her dolls. And yeah, I have used Twin Pine, it's called. I love this stuff. It is good. It is a good product. The problem is for me, our exchange rate where I live in Canada is hit an all-time low right now. But even regardless of that, if we were even at par or even higher, just a little bit higher than what we are, the product is good. I stand by the product being a good product, but they don't give you enough. For the amount of money that I pay out on it, even if I was paying at par, I find it still such a small amount that I'm getting. And I wish I could buy like a bigger bottle, but then your cost goes up. I have to start relying on more products that are from from my area. And I like Marna's from Doll's Rescue. If you watch her, she talks a lot about that herself when she's restoring or revamping her dolls into, bringing the beauty back in them again. How she does things, and she keeps it cheap, she keeps it real, and that's what this is about, is keeping it real. And we're all have budgets that for our dolls, and we have to live by them. And I know I'm speaking more for myself, trying to tell myself this, but I'm within a budget because I'm on a fixed income now that I'm not working. Not that I'm having a bad time or anything. It's just that I still got to watch the pennies and whatnot, for emergencies and blah 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 goes life, right? But my dolls still fit in there, and they always will. But the thing is that I wish I got more for the money that I pay. And that's my only squawk. If I was to have a squawk about it, would I love to buy it more? Sure, I would. But it's not. Let's put it this way: we have products still in our grasp that really does the same thing. So I'm just going to go back to that. For the person who asked me to try it out, I did. I've tried it out a couple times now. I bought 2 batches of it, and it is good product. I wouldn't say it's excellent or anything, but it is a good product. It does what it says it's going to do on most of it that I have used. Some of it I haven't used yet, so I can't talk about it. But as far as the shampoo, I do love their shampoo. It's a good shampoo, but I still get the same results when it comes to the shampoo that I use just from off the store shelf. It cleans, it does what it's supposed to do. So I have to stick with what I can, my affordability. And I think I'm really saying this for those that are out there, that because I've had people talk to me about this, about their, what they can afford. And yes, and so I'm speaking to those that are looking at their affordability and what and I want to make my channel not on things that are out of reach for people. For those that can reach to that and want to use it, it's then great. But I also want to make my channel about for those who are watching their pennies and want to put more into the dolls than the products out there. So, and I understand that. So I'm kind of reaching out on different angles with this. So, and also not just because it may, I want to put this in there too, it may not be that you cannot afford, affordability thing. It may be more, this is what you want to use, just out of choice. This is what you want, this is what you want to do, and it does the same thing. So, all right, so anyways, we're going to, so saying that, I went down into my cupboards and I buy shampoos here and there that I want to try out. And one I did not like was this Pantene. So I'm going to, and this is one off the store shelf, and I didn't like it for me, you know, for my hair. So I'm going to use it on her hair, try to use it up. This is what it's all about. So I hope I make sense there. I'm not stepping on anybody's toes or anything. But for those who, like I say, want to buy the product, I say go for it, you know. But I'm going to stick to this right now. And my water is already turned, like you can see that her hair was dirty. It's already got like a yellow tinge to it because of the dirt, like my play dirt. And I'm talking to, this is about Tammy's play dirt. You know, so, and I like how Marna just takes and uses the water that she washes the doll's hair in, and she just, you know, washes the doll right down. I think it's an excellent way of dealing with it. The best way to deal with your dolls, you know, that are kind of grody, you know, especially when we're buying them secondhand. You've got like a lot of children's play on it and all that stuff. So, you know, now she doesn't have moving eyes, so I can go, gotta be careful because they are decal eyes, you know. But anyhow, let's go for it here. What I do afterwards with the ears, I'll go after the ears afterwards if I can't get into the little tiny, she's got little tiny ear holes there. So what I do is I try to scrub as much as I can into there, but it doesn't mean I get it all right now. And I'll just, and Marna, you're also right on Doll's Rescue. She's also correct about saying about the Mr. Clean sponge. It is an abrasive, and it has helped me out in places. I don't discard it totally. It's in my arsenal of equipment. But I'll be honest with you, it also can be abrasive on your dolls. You don't want to use it around a lot of stuff like her eyebrows and these painted these decal eyes. It can, or lips. It can remove a lot of highlights on your doll's face. So you want to be really careful when it comes to those Mr. Clean sponges. But, I'm going to put a but in there, I have used them in places where they've gotten off stuff that I could not. And they moved in a place on legs and whatnot, and took off some stuff that I just couldn't get off without it. So I'm grateful for that in itself. So you've got to use it within a place. It's got a place, but it's got to stay in that place. It can also ruin a doll. It scratches. It is abrasive. And, that's the thing about these your plastic dolls. Be very careful because it can scratch your doll here. So you don't want to do that. You know, take off any of your blushing and eyes, because then you're going to be back there. You're going to be sitting back with your paintbrush painting it, and then your doll's not as original as you know you want it to be. So if you're worried about that, be very careful with those sponges. And I agree with Marna completely when it comes to those. I use them, yes, in places. But I really try to stay away from as much as possible. But if I have something that's really stubborn, great. It's great to get something off. But be careful where that place is. Especially around the face area, you know, so. But anyways, wow. Her hair is just turning out nice and bright. Oh my word, look at her. She's, the water's, I got to bring the camera up so you can see this. The water is dirty. Because I'm going to tell you something. After I was done playing with this doll as a child, she got kicked around a lot from box to box to box. I mean, she made it through when I moved out of my family's home to another home when my husband and I first got married. Then to this home here. I'm surprised she made it. I didn't take her and toss her or something back when I got out of dolls. But because she was a childhood doll, I kept her, you know. And otherwise, I might have got rid of her if it had no other meaning to me. That an aunt had given her to me. So there you go, you know. And yeah, there we are. You know, she made it all through those years. I think I was about 9 years old when I got her. And like I say, she's not an expensive doll or anything of that sort. My aunt thought of me because they were coming down on the day of my birthday. And this was a birthday gift for me, which was very thoughtful of them. Now, she has a little bow in her head. It was probably with a straight pin. So we're going to pull that out. We'll put that up there so we don't lose it. Okay, let's dunk your head, girl. And then we got to put some clean water in. Now, I imagine her hair is just as dirty. I want to show this to you after these two dolls are done. You hear my son in the background snoring. He's out like a light. Okay, so let's get some shampoo on her. So, there we go. Because her hair is dirty just as well. I mean, it looks better than my doll, but it's still, her hair is just dirty, dirty, dirty. But I want to show you this water when I'm done here. Oh my word. I might put a few little curlers in their hair, like brush their hair out and then put a few little curlers in their hair. Oh my god, this water is just, it's oh, it is. Wow. Oh my goodness, are you filthy. Yeah, her hair's even brightening up here, because, you know, she's been, I don't know where she's all been, but she's from the same time period, you know, so. Okay, now we'll just give her a wash. Just a nice wipe down. She's not as dirty as my girl was. This one was a little bit cleaner. Yeah, I'll clean out those little ear holes later with some of my little tiny Q-tips, you know. And now, Casper's hood. Now, let's talk about his hood. I made up a hood for him. And the thing is about him, he has a seam that runs right down his back. But when I made this hood really quick, so I could have him up for Halloween, the seam goes up here, and I noticed when when my daughter gave him to me, he had a seam in his hood. His original hood went right down and met this seam here. Where my seam goes, it goes up the back, and then all of a sudden goes up like this, because I made it quick. But I understand what I got to do now. I understand the concept. Oh, I had a hard time wrapping my mind around that. But I got it. I understand it now, what I'm going to do next. And we're going to fix that hood on him and get him one more hood I'm going to work on. And I might just show that on camera. All right, I want you to see this water. Let's get you here so you see this water. Look at this water. Look at this. This is, I got to take it with the camera. There we go. More like that. Okay, we're going to come back with some more, but there's the dirty. This is off two dolls. And I think most of it was off of my doll. Yeah, that water is filthy. I think you can see that with the, you know, it is dirty, dirty water. I think I'm making more suds than anything. But it is what it is. Glad we're getting them clean, both of them. And then we're going to be working on their clothes as well as getting the hood ready for Casper one more time. He's sitting on my kitchen table right now. So anyways, I'll be coming back. And the next one is about the rinse. Okay, thanks for joining me, and we'll be coming back again. This is part 1. Well, there'll be a part 2. Bye-bye.